Well, hello, Aries. Sorry. Welcome to your July monthly reading. I hope you're doing amazing. We're going to jump right in, see what we have for you. We're going to start with the cards first, the oracle cards, and then we'll get into the tarot. Okay? So the first card we have is Messiah in the light attribute, serving humanity with humility. No place like home and not for you. We have deceit, an island, solitude, community and autonomous equinox, release, and the loving woman, stone people, and vigilance. It's interesting though, Aries, your energy is always very, I don't know how to say, people friendly. There's someone, at least in your life, if not a group of people in general, that you try to make happy. There's always someone that you're trying to appease in some way or another. I don't want to say it's everybody because it never feels like everybody, like you're a people pleaser, never. But it does feel like there is at least one person that you're trying to appease in some sort of way. And it's not people pleasing. It's because you care about this person, or it's because you love them, or it's because you want the best for them, for what I see. And I feel like you're trying to make the relationship with them at least comfortable, but you keep hitting problem after problem. And even when you want to start over with them, problem. That's what I see. It's like you keep hitting a brick wall. But at some point, you have to assess that something just isn't for you. You know, there are other fish in the sea, there's other situations you could be in, but this one just isn't, it just doesn't fit you, you know, the way that it should. So, yeah, I feel like someone is telling you, Aries, that they're telling you something and then doing another, right? Their words and their actions are totally different. And I feel like there was a point where you thought, is it me? Is it the way I'm thinking? Is it something I'm saying? Do I need to approach this differently? But you're not feeling connected. You're not feeling a part of this. You're not feeling heard. You're not feeling respected. All the things that you would like to or need to feel in this type of connection, because it kind of feels like a relationship. And in July, you're going to come to the conclusion that you would rather be happy. You would rather have meaningful relationships and meaningful connections with people, and know that the time has passed on this and you have to let it go and you have to move on. Okay. You definitely have a lot of love to give. What's interesting is I feel like you're going to attract a lot of people. There's something about the summer energy for you that you kind of light up. That you're at your best, your peak performance, I guess you can say, Aries. But I feel like you have a lot of love to give, and as long as you keep pushing to find someone that is worthy of your time and energy, you will get closer to achieving that. Okay? Okay. Let's get into your cards. Okay, 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely being emotionally drained for sure. No matter how you're trying to make things happen or push things. Yeah, 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands, bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you're trying to ignore stuff. Or think maybe it's not that big of a deal, or at least I have this situation with them. But it's not fair. You're definitely giving more. You're definitely doing more. You're definitely providing more in a situation where you're not getting equal, not even half back. Okay. A lot of information and a lot of movement in July for you, Aries. You're really assessing what you're settling for in July. Why you're settling for something in the hopes that it'll move forward, or just pretending everything is fine so you can move forward. And realizing that emotionally you're not really receiving anything. You know, it's kind of depleted. It's not there. Sort of like pretend. And you want to be loved, like for real, you know? Like maybe how you were in the past, how things were in the past. I feel for a few of you, honestly, there's some sort of like, I'm going to say childhood, but I would say past issue. Where something happened in your love life that sort of made you have sort of a fear of abandonment. And that's why you're holding on to this so long, so hard, like so tightly. It's like a fear of losing. So you're putting in more love, more energy, more effort. Definitely more than normal. Yeah, there's a focus of you thinking about the future and how you want the future to be, especially your love life, and putting in the work to do so. It feels like it's going to take some time, but you'll get it done. It's like slowly but surely you're transitioning something out of your life, someone out of your life where you were afraid. It's like afraid of abandonment, or afraid of being alone, or afraid of being lonely. It's like you're getting past that. You're getting past that because you know that you need to. You're pushing through that because you know that you need to. And it's so important for you to start focusing on how to be happy in the future, like actively participating in your happiness, not settling, not just grasping for straws, but actually focusing on your happiness and how important it is to you, and how deserving you are of that feeling. Okay. Yeah. You definitely give a lot of yourself. That's coming up multiple times, Aries. You give a lot of yourself, and it seems never ending. It's like you give to receive in the future, and it seems like it never ends. You just keep giving and giving and giving of yourself. You may get a little here and there, but it's definitely not to the amount at which you give of yourself and your energy and your time and your things. Okay. And it's like, am I willing to run this marathon and continue to do this and continue to give and continue to try to open myself up over and over again? You're really having that sort of conversation with yourself in July. Like, is this where I want to put my energy into this? Is this how I want things to continue? Because you have to look at the situation and see that it hasn't changed maybe over years or months. Like, it's not going to drastically change. Okay. I do see that you keep emotionally getting sadder and sadder. And to have someone around you that's supposed to make you happy or nurture you or make you feel safe and content, that's not happening. And you would like to get that emotional kind of space back because you deserve it. You gave a lot of yourself, so why shouldn't you get that back? Because that's what you went into this for. It's going to haunt you. And I use the word haunt because even if you try to ignore it, you're going to keep thinking about it. It's going to keep crossing your mind. You're going to keep contemplating about how you feel and how you feel drained and you can't understand why the emotions aren't there. It's going to keep coming to you until there's some sort of action. I do see you sort of breaking and saying everything that you wanted to say, that you kept to yourself, that you kept quiet, out loud. All of your feelings, all the burdens, all the things you've done, all the things you've expected. Expect defensiveness in return. I will say that. Okay. I don't think it's going to be an eye-opening experience. I think it's going to be, I need to defend myself. So the focus in July for you is to love yourself, care about yourself, respect yourself, love yourself the way that this other person is not loving you. Okay. And do what you need to do. A lot of you are going to be alone, which is good. A lot of you are like being by yourself to figure out what you need for yourself. Letting go of what has happened in the past, especially past things with family, like not getting enough parental love or feeling cared for by your parents. I feel like you're releasing that. And honestly, it looks to me with the temperance in reverse that it's going to take some time. And you're going to have to keep pushing through that. You're going to have to build a lot of self-confidence and self-esteem internally. Externally, people may not think that about you, but internally, I feel like you know that it's there. So this is your time to be honest and truthful with yourself since you are not expressing it outwardly, and heal that. Okay. So let's get into the masses. When it comes to your money and career, Aries, you're really putting up a front. Okay. I feel, I feel like you're either not talking about your money problems or not talking about fearing what's going to happen in the future in your career. And you're like, I'm just going to be strong. Right. But the thing is, like, there's some choices you need to make. There are some movements that you need to make. And I feel like you're ignoring them. Maybe it's too much. Maybe it is fear of failure. I don't know. But you really need to step outside of that box before you sort of miss out on the opportunity. Okay, to change or to make things better. Because what I mean by opportunity is like, if you don't deal with it now, if you don't face it now, it's going to come back in the future and you're going to have to scramble. And you don't want to do that. So love, relationships. You definitely want more in your relationships, for sure. You want to move forward, maybe even get married one day, maybe even feel deeper connections with people, but you have to make a step to do that. Okay. I do feel like there is a lot of, you need to work on having too much excessive patience for people, and then they end up running over you and it's a whole thing. You don't want to go through that anymore. Okay. Something definitely happened in the past. I see it here because it's a burden that you need to release. It's like you're living in that past emotional turmoil, and it's really creating a lot of issues in your life. It's not just in your emotional love life, but it's expanding into other things. I get a lot of defensiveness. I get a lot of explanations, like trying to explain yourself, sort of. I think I'm focusing on one person's energy, but a lot of explaining yourself or trying to talk through something, but then at the end, there is no resolution. It's just defending. It's not helping. It's not resolving anything. That needs to be worked on. That's the only thing that's coming up for me. Okay. This is very specific. So, you know how they say about the hand you're dealt, like cards you're dealt? You're not playing them correctly. So it's not coming, it's not effective. Okay. Yeah. Do not, this in a nutshell. Do not pass on your responsibilities and the things you have to take care of. Do them. It is so important for you in July, Aries. If you have something you need to do, if you have something you need to resolve, if you need to get it done, get it done. Okay? Because it's like you have a lot of opportunities and things coming your way, but if you do not remove the blocks that are there currently, they're just going to pass over you. They're going to bounce right off of whatever you built, the tension and the energy that you built. So, yeah. Okay. Faith. You need to open yourself up to something better and something different, right? It's like you don't know that it's there. It's not physically in front of you, but you have to have faith that something better is there, that something better is coming. It's so important for you to do that. Growth. This is an emotional maturity. This is emotional maturity. That's all. It's just time to move past some love emotional situation you're in. That's all. And then recovery. Wow. This is focusing on whatever is going on deeper, whatever that past energy is, that past muck that you need to get out, rid of, or work on. That would be the key to opening up the door for you so you can receive something different. Because I feel like a lot of you, there are moments where you go, well, this is what always happens. And you've kind of gotten used to this rigmarole, this routine of just negative things happening or things not working out. And it's because there's something that you're not dealing with or something you're not facing. Once you face it or deal with it, it'll be a whole different scenario. Okay? All right, Aries, I love you. And I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.